Most people don't realize they're paying a hidden tax every single day. Not the government kind, a lifestyle tax, a convenience tax, and the worst part, it feels normal because modern life has quietly trained people to spend money in ways that feel harmless. Until one day they check their bank account and wonder, where did all my money go? A coffee here, food delivery there, subscriptions they forgot existed, paying extra to save time, paying extra because they're tired, and slowly, without realizing it, their future gets sold piece by piece for convenience. If you've ever felt like you work hard, try your best financially, but somehow still feel behind, this video is for you. And honestly, once you see this trap, you'll never look at money the same way again. Think about how most people live today. You wake up tired, rush to work, spend all day mentally drained. By evening, your brain doesn't want discipline, it wants relief, so you order food instead of cooking, you take Uber instead of walking, you buy convenience because life already feels exhausting. And at first, this sounds harmless, actually it sounds reasonable, but here's the part nobody talks about. Convenience compounds, just like investing compounds. Except instead of building wealth, it slowly drains it. Let's do some simple math. Imagine someone spends £6 extra on food delivery, £4 daily coffee, £12 weekly convenience purchases, £40 monthly subscriptions they barely use. That doesn't sound extreme. For many people, that sounds normal. But together, that's around £18 per day, over £540 per month, over £6,500 per year. Now here's where things get scary. If that same £540 per month was invested at 8% annually for 25 years, it becomes over £500,000 gone. Not because of luxury mansions, not because of gambling, but because of tiny emotional convenience decisions repeated every day. And honestly, this is why so many people feel confused financially, because they're not making one catastrophic decision, they're making hundreds of invisible ones. Nobody wakes up and says, I'm going to destroy my financial future today. It happens quietly, one exhausted evening at a time. Now you might be thinking, come on, whose life is already hard? Are we not allowed to enjoy convenience? Of course you are. This video isn't about never enjoying life. It's about understanding the hidden cost of constant convenience, because convenience is addictive. Modern companies know this. One click, one tap, instant dopamine, instant comfort, instant relief. But here's the hidden psychological trick. The easier spending becomes, the less emotionally real money feels. Years ago, people physically handed over cash. They felt spending emotionally. Today, you tap your phone and it feels like nothing happened until your bank balance reminds you later. And this changes everything, because convenience doesn't only cost money, it changes behavior. Every time you pay to avoid effort, your tolerance for discomfort weakens slightly. Cooking feels harder, walking feels harder, planning feels harder. Discipline itself starts feeling uncomfortable. That's the trap. Lifestyle inflation works exactly the same way. At first, earning more money feels exciting. You think, finally, life will feel easier. But then your spending quietly rises with your income. Better phone, better car, more subscriptions, more convenience, and somehow, despite earning more, you still feel financially trapped. This is why some people making six figures still live paycheck to paycheck. Not because they're stupid, because nobody taught them how invisible spending really works, and social media makes this even worse. Every day, people are exposed to luxury lifestyles online, fancy restaurants, designer clothes, luxury apartments, business class flights, and after enough exposure, your brain starts normalizing expensive living. Even if your income doesn't support it, this creates status anxiety, the fear of feeling left behind. So people spend money trying to look financially successful instead of becoming financially secure. And those are completely different lives. Here's a perfect example. Someone gets a £20,000 raise. At first, this should transform their finances, but instead, they upgrade their car, move into a more expensive apartment, order more takeaways because work became stressful, pay for more small conveniences. Within a year, the raise disappears emotionally because their lifestyle absorbed it. And honestly, this happens to millions of people, but here's what most people completely miss. Convenience doesn't just steal money, it steals future freedom, because money invested buys options later. Freedom to leave toxic jobs, freedom to rest, freedom to help family, freedom to survive emergencies. Every unnecessary convenience purchase quietly trades future freedom for present comfort. That realization changes everything. And companies understand this psychology perfectly. That's why subscriptions exploded. Because £9.99 feels harmless until you realize you have Netflix, Spotify, Amazon Prime, premium apps, cloud storage, delivery memberships, AI subscriptions, gym memberships you barely use, individually, small, combined, massive. Modern consumer culture is built on invisible spending, but this video is not about guilt, it's about awareness, because some convenience genuinely improves life. The problem begins when convenience becomes automatic instead of intentional. That's the difference. Wealthy people are not always people who never spend money. They're often people who spend consciously. Investing works like planting trees. At first, nothing exciting happens. It feels slow, boring, almost pointless. But years later, those small, consistent actions become powerful. The problem is convenience spending gives instant emotional rewards. Investing gives delayed rewards, and human beings naturally struggle with delayed gratification. That's why building wealth is psychological before it's mathematical. Imagine two people. One spends an extra £25 daily on convenience. The other invests that £25 daily instead. Over 30 years at 8% annual returns, one potentially builds over £1 million. Same income, different habits, different future, and honestly, many people already know this deep down. They just feel trapped by modern life, exhausted, overworked, mentally drained, and convenience becomes emotional survival. That's why financial advice often fails, because people don't overspend only because they lack intelligence. Sometimes they overspend because they're stressed, anxious, lonely, or burnt out. And nobody talks about that enough. So what's the solution? Not extreme frugality, not never enjoying life. The solution is becoming intentional. Ask yourself, is this genuinely improving my life? Or am I paying to avoid discomfort? That one question changes behavior dramatically. The people who eventually build wealth usually aren't the smartest people in the room. They're the people who became aware of the invisible habits quietly stealing their future. And once you see the convenience tax trap, you start seeing it everywhere.